I wanted to do this video today to talk a little bit about foreclosures. This is not a knock on RealtyTrac. I think they're an okay company. They provide some good statistical information on foreclosures, both nationally and statewide, and probably even some local areas. But I wanted to do this because I had a call a few days ago, about 4 days ago this week, and over the past several years, I've received phone calls, people talking about RealtyTrac. And when I first heard of them, it was about 5 years ago. And people were bringing them up, and I was like, gosh, what is this? Who is this? And the people have told me, oh, well, you could go ahead and go on there, or you could sign up for a free trial, or you could pay, and they'll give you some information on some homes, and they're in foreclosure. So I thought, all right, well, I'll check it out. So I went on there. I got on their 7-day free trial, and then what I did is I cross-referenced it with the MLS. Now, before I get into that, what I first want to state is there is a difference between a foreclosure and a bank-owned property, because a lot of people don't really know this. But a foreclosure is when the seller is going through the legal process of getting sued by the bank because they're not making their mortgage payment. So the bank does not own the property yet. The homeowner actually owns it. After the property has been foreclosed upon, it's a bank-owned property. It's also real estate owned, or also called REO. So a lot of times you'll hear foreclosure, and a lot of people think a foreclosure is owned by the bank. That's not the case. A foreclosure, the homeowner still owns the property, the bank does not. If it's a short sale, the bank's going to have to agree to sell the property at a reduced price in order to satisfy the debt. So anyhow, I want to just clarify that real quick. But what I did is I went on the multiple listing service and cross-referenced probably around 15 or 20 homes to see where they are. Now understand, if someone's in a foreclosure process, if a seller's in a foreclosure process or a homeowner, then probably around 90% or so, if not greater, of those sellers or homeowners are going to be going through a real estate brokerage service in order to get the home sold. If it's bank-owned properties, it'll be 100% because banks use real estate brokerages. They don't sell homes themselves. So that's how that works. So I went on there and I cross-referenced, and I would say out of the 20 homes that I pulled up, the majority, actually almost all of them, the properties were already sold. And some of them, I'd say, is anywhere from maybe 4 to 6 to 9 months. So I had a couple even coming up over a year old. And I was amazed. Matter of fact, I was sort of appalled. And I was thinking to myself, I cannot believe people are actually paying for this information, even if getting it free. I was having people driving around looking at homes and looking at home after home after home to call me up, and I was having to tell them, well, that home is under contract, it's pending a sale, oh, that one sold 6 months ago, that one sold 12 months ago, that one sold 9 months ago, and needless to say, they weren't real happy. So I also had that come up, and the reason why I'm doing this, about 4 days ago, I had a lady call me up, and she gave me 4 property addresses. I pulled up all 4 property addresses, and nothing came up, and I asked her, I said, where in the heck did you get this information? I'm thinking she got it from some website or something, and she told me, and I was just, oh, well, so I sort of told her what she needed to do. I understand everybody right now in foreclosure is a hot word, pretty much all throughout the U.S., not only here in Tampa, but everywhere. And if you want to get a good deal on a property, there are ways to get really, really good deals and save tens of thousands of dollars on a property, but you need to really know what you're doing in order to do that. I'm not saying that you can't go out there and not know what you're doing and still land a really good deal. You know, people win the lotto every day and things happen. And I wish you the best of luck if you want to do that. But I would strongly suggest myself going out and getting a real estate agent that knows what they're doing. The realtors aren't going to cost you any money, or at least they shouldn't cost you any money. And go out and hire a real estate agent that really knows about foreclosures, really knows about bank-owned property. So I guess the question is, how do you do that? It's really easy. If you go to Google and you could just type in whatever city you're in, if you're in Los Angeles, wherever you're at, Tampa, wherever, just type in Los Angeles bank-owned properties, Los Angeles foreclosures, Los Angeles homes in foreclosure, whatever. And you're going to start to see a couple real estate agents and their websites are coming up over and over again. And I would contact those real estate agents. They're going to have a really good idea because those are the agents that know how to do it. and have a lot of focus on it. Now you're also going to see a lot of other companies, RealtyTrac and some other ones, that might pop up, and of course what they're trying to do is they're trying to sell you their information. I quite frankly wouldn't even take it free because most of it's just so outdated and old. So I would certainly just go to a real estate agent. But like I said, there's a lot of great ways to get really good deals in the marketplace if you know what you're doing. You have to be real careful about what you read online, because if the person didn't know what they're writing, and I deal with people in my industry all day long that don't know what they're talking about when it comes to foreclosures, because for most people this is all new to them. They've never really done foreclosures. I've been doing foreclosures and short sales for over 8 years, as a lot of real estate agents have, as investors have. I am an investor as well, and they know a lot about them. A lot of people, this is all new. This is basically their first rodeo. So anyhow, I hope this helps you. And again, like I said, I'm not knocking RealtyTrac at all. They provide some really good information, and this is just from my viewpoint to help people out. Have a great day.